Hello, what's up guys, the boss here, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, and today we're gonna hop into the Mummy course, which is the weekend event map for this weekend. And you can see I already tried out my free trial, but unfortunately I thought in the beginning that this was practice, so I did only 8 kills, and that's not good because now I have to spend 500 sky shards for retrying it. However, I'm planning to get into the top 3, which would give me here inside of League 5 at least 1500 sky shards, so I can invest those 500 sky shards in order to get there. But of course I need to at least get how many kills? Let's see, I think it's around 500 kills in order to get there. Yes, 460 kills in order to get on one of the top 3 spots to make it worth the investment. So it's gonna be quite a challenge since those players have a flamethrower on level 15, and at the moment you can see mine is on level 10, so that's gonna be a struggle to do. And this is practically my loadout. I just need to switch in some new stuff, which is the furry skull, and I need to use here the huntress, which is a new card. Not necessarily new, but before I never used her, and now she's coming in very handy inside of this map, and I'm gonna elaborate on that later. But first of all, we got to upgrade the huntress because we can get through that some additional damage, and this will increase the damage by 60, which is awesome, so that's quite good. And now we can actually hop into the battle. But before we get into it, since the update, the small chests became pretty powerful, so I'm planning to open some of them up here before we get into the arena. And let's quickly skip through them so that you can see which amazing cards we can actually get in there. So Pyro, that's pretty nice, it's an epic card, and I'm sure once the Pyro is on a decent level, it also comes in pretty handy inside of PvP, so I'm also looking forward to that. So let's continue skipping through the chests. And we're gonna get some Sheepify. Okay, this chest was not that good, but of course they're always giving us some valuable sky shards. And let's see what we're gonna get next. So okay, wait, we just got here a legendary Void Ray again inside of a little chest. So this is the second time that I'm getting a legendary card inside of a small chest. So first of all it was a supply chest, now it's a little chest, and that's pretty awesome since I'm also using the Void Ray very often right now. It's a pretty strong tower, I actually need to switch that in. I think it's more useful than the Annihilator inside of the Mummy course. And let's open up quickly the last chest. And yeah, that's not bad, getting legendary cards inside of small chests. Now let's see, we need to fill that one up, and I think now we're set to go into the battle, and hopefully it's gonna turn out pretty well. I'm confident that it's gonna do that, and let's start. Alright, there we go, and the match is beginning in 10 seconds, and we're gonna use that time to set us up here properly. So that's how our setup starts. We're gonna use 2 Void Raids here in the beginning, and fortunately our hero is strong enough to deal with the incoming troops here right away. That's gonna help to save some time, although we're of course not under time pressure. But as long as these waves are so calm, I want to use the opportunity to apologize for this bad lighting here in my room, because I don't have any professional lighting, and I wanted to roll out this video as soon as possible because of course you also need time to implement those strategies. So that is of course one of my priorities, to get those videos to you, that you can also use them and get on a high score. And besides of that, I have next week exams again, so every 3 months I'm having university exams, and therefore I want to use tomorrow to finally start practicing for those and studying, because otherwise it's gonna be a problem there. But anyway, so far so good. We are gonna start here right away, and in practice mode I made it actually up to 400 kills. So yeah, I'm not planning, or I stopped there because I thought it would be fun to go with you through the last stages until we get up to 510 kills, because then it's gonna be for you more exciting of course to watch, and of course for me as well to just show some emotions in here, because previously I was just focusing on bringing to you the perfect strategies. I prepared everything piece by piece perfectly, so I was not really surprised by anything which was happening inside of my videos, but I want to change that. So we're gonna see once we start competing with the other guys how far we can make it. So until we get there, I'm just gonna skip through the highlights and show you the most important aspects of this layout and how I'm gonna set it up. So you can see already here the beginning of my maze, and of course later on we're gonna continue with that, and I'm also gonna show you how to use the Huntress here effectively and why I'm actually using her, and also the furry skull instead of some other stuff, because they're coming in very handy here and help us a lot to hopefully beat the high score inside of it. Like I said, 510 kills is our aim here, or at least 460, which would mean that we're gonna get on the 3rd place, which would actually give us a profitable return on our investment of sky shards here. Of course, that wouldn't have been the case if I wouldn't have made the mistake of assuming that I was doing practice mode. So that was kind of stupid from me, but I have to live with it. And yeah, in case I'm getting the 5,000 sky shards, I can of course live with that as well. But anyways, let's continue, and I started upgrading here my stuff already a little bit because the troops are like pushing really hard already. So that's just a sort of precaution, just to make sure that we're not taking any damage. And now we can actually start building here in the end our stuff. So I'm gonna build here my my corner where I'm gonna place my huntresses in. But we'll get later to that. We're not gonna start placing them already right now, so that's just to see where I'm going and where I need to place the towers here on the map. And now we can start building the proper maze. So you can see I completed already here the maze so far, like these parts, and the mazes of course are also merging of all the troops, so that's quite good because the flamethrowers are now able to do splash damage to all of the troops. And that's an advantage of course, but on the other hand you also need to focus on upgrading here the ice tower, because the ice tower is becoming pretty important. It slows down troops on level 3, at least on my account, by 103%, and so based on those physics the troops will start walking backwards sometime. So that's quite effective here, and as the troops are getting massively strong later on, of course that's necessary to keep on surviving right now. And let's finish up this maze right now. I want to get it done. Alright, here you can see pyroglasses are already incredibly strong, so we're gonna use here our furry skull just to make sure that we're not gonna take any damage. Right in the beginning it's very important that you're not taking any damage, because these kills are the easier ones, and therefore yeah, you need to make sure that you're not taking any damage. And of course we need to upgrade our stuff here. That's also quite important. And let's use our furry skull again, and you can see everything is doing quite a massive amount of damage right now once we activated it. So the pyroglasses are getting burned to crisps and melted down by the void rate, and that's basically the strategy behind it. We're only gonna use the furry skull of course in case of emergencies. We need to save that one up as well as long as possible, because later on of course we're gonna need it as well. And now let's upgrade here all this stuff, because I'm wasting too many gears here right now, too much damage power. I'm not using it to the fullest extent, so that's quite important. Let's place this flamethrower right here and this one right here. Perfect. And now we can continue building up our maze. So the mummies of course are not a problem, and you can see the ice towers are doing a perfect job slowing down the troops, and this is important. And the more ice towers you have of course the better it is, because later on when more troops are coming in, they're basically gonna separate them and the towers can deal with them individually. So that's also quite a nice thing here right now. And at the moment it looks like we're gonna complete our maze in a few rounds, so that's also quite nice. And we're just having 200 kills, so I think this is the perfect example of showing again the ice tower. Dokyefan's is just getting melted down again by the void rates, and this is because they have enough time to charge up, and this is because of the ice towers of course. So again, this is very important to consider, and it's kind of surprising that the ice tower is now so overpowered in that sense in comparison to the honey gun, which previously was like the most used tower. So that's a surprise, and therefore I think in this update or after this update, the Ice Tower is of course the perfect option to go for. Alright, now the moment has come where I'm gonna show you where you can actually improve your strategy quite a lot, because now you can see I've used up all my space, I've upgraded each and every tower, and therefore we need to place our Huntress right here, and this is gonna give us here additionally 280, was it, I think? I'm not quite sure anymore. It actually was shown right there. 290 additional damage per shot and per second actually. Per shot per second anyways. And this is actually making effective use of our resources here right now, and the reason why I built this so weird is because pirate lasses usually can take them out. So when we're placing their pirate lasses inside of this corner right here and pirate lasses walk past it, pirate lasses cannot shoot at each other, and if you place pirate lasses too close to pirate lasses, basically, oh, you know what I mean, then the pirate lasses will cancel each other out, so you won't have these many troops and in the end anymore, because they're getting that strong, and then you're losing all your potential fighting power. And the Huntress, a very interesting fact about her is that she has a higher range than the pirate lass. So we're actually outranging the pirate lasses, which are gonna come in here just by using a different troop, and this is helping us a lot to do some additional damage right here. And this is the key to my strategy, basically. And here you can see very well now pirate lasses are coming in, and they will simply ignore the Huntresses, and this is basically the goal of it, and they're doing massive damage. That's also quite nice. So alright, here a massive group of Huntresses is coming in, so we're gonna freeze them right here in this area. Pirate lasses, I'm sorry, and it looks like they're pretty strong, so we also need to use the furry skull here right away, because I don't want to take any damage. And you can see here again that the Ice Towers are doing a very good job in separating all the pirate lasses groups, that the Void Raid can, for example, charge up, and the flamethrowers can do some good damage. And another interesting thing is that the troops actually will just remain on one position, so you could see that right here when I was fighting against the pirate lass. Once I activate the furry skull, the troops are not moving forward, because the Ice Tower is shooting in such a high frequency that they're constantly getting applied the effect on them of the slowing down effect on them. And this is also quite interesting to see, so we already used up quite a lot of it, but I'm still fine with it. And now we're gonna get some more gears, so this is also very nice for filling up here our army of Huntresses, so that they can do a lot of damage. And so far we are having 319 kills, 17 minutes into battle. Everything looks still solid, I haven't had any problems so far. But of course that's gonna change once we make it to 400 kills. I at least assume that, since I never made it that far, and most of the players who have similar tower levels actually struggle to get a lot higher. So this will be kind of interesting. And there we go, next pirate lass wave is coming in. We're gonna use here our snowball so that the flamethrowers can do here some damage to them here on one spot, and it looks like it's gonna be a massive wave. So we probably need to use the furry skull again. And you could see actually the hero got taken out just because of the range of the pirate lasses. So yeah, that's quite a struggle here, but it looks fine. We dealt with them properly, and yeah, I think so far we're doing a pretty damn good job here right now. And grunts of course are no problem. I assume we're gonna take here some damage, which is kind of unfortunate, but again a pirate lass wave is coming in, so this is kind of a struggle. Yeah, we took 2 damage, that's not too bad. This is our first 2 damages we got here so far. And hopefully we're not gonna see that many pirate lasses following up, because they are actually the problem right here if they come in large masses. If they come separately or like in groups of 5, then that's not an issue, but as long once they come in such large waves, they're gonna do some damage to us. And of course we're gonna run out of the furry skull soon, so also that's not a good thing. And I was just talking about it, another group of pirate lasses coming in, and it looks like it's a massive group again, so oh lord, Okay, it's not that massive as the one before, so I hope we don't need to use the furry skull at all, because otherwise we're gonna run out of it. But it looks like our towers are actually dealing quite a good amount of damage to them, so I think we're not gonna take any damage. No, we're not, and this is perfect since I didn't have to use the furry skull. And of course we're having now a massive amount of gears again to spend on the huntresses, and you could see already they're doing massive damage already to the troops. They're again a pirate last group, are you kidding me? In the practice mode I never had so many pirate last waves coming in than it does now, but now we can actually see they're doing massive damage, so we're gonna take 2 of them out right here, right now, and they're still spawning. What the hell? But it looks again very nice, our ice towers. That's why I took them with me. Now this is the perfect illustration why they are so useful. You can see they're having struggled to move forward, and the flamethrowers and the void ray are again very effective against those ones once the troops are in their reach. Guess what? Next pirate last wave is coming in. Again, a massive amount of them. This is turning out to be okay, not that massive again. So I'm always expecting the worst here, because pirate lasses mean the worst. But apparently, again, we can take them out once the group is not that big. So we're having here, I assume, like 10 ice towers, and as long as there are less than 10 troops coming in, we can deal with them easily. But once there are coming in more of them, then we're gonna have a problem. And now let's see how those 3 void raids are gonna destroy this pirate lass in a second. But it looks like pirate lass is gonna die earlier, so this is it for this round, and the next boss wave will take a lot of time. And actually, I haven't realized it, we're above 402 kills, so this means now we're gonna look at each of the waves and see how we're gonna perform against them. So this is actually quite nice. We just need to get 100 kills more, and we're still having 18 hearts left, and it looks like we're gonna make it very far. The boss waves are no problem since we have those ice towers again, and of course this massive amount of huntresses right here, so we should be able to take Avalanche out once he makes it there. And I guess I just promised you that we're gonna watch through this, but this wave is gonna take a while. You can see he just got 1% damage so far within like 30 seconds, so this means we're gonna see Avalanche for 4 or 5 minutes here until he dies. So yeah, I think we're gonna skip that one more, and then we're gonna look how the waves are approaching us and if we can deal with them still after this boss wave. Right, Avalanche is gonna go down here in a second, I assume, and hopefully we're not gonna see any pirate glass mobs approaching us, because then we need to use our last resource, which is the furry skull. And I want to save that up still, since we're still approximately 100 kills away from the first place. I'm now gonna leave this scoreboard here on this side open, and in case there are some pirate lasses coming in, we need to do damage reduction, so we need to try to time our snowball properly that not so many pirate lasses will reach our generator, so that we can still do some kills right here. But so far so good, we're having 420 kills afterwards. We're gonna exceed Asonek's score in a second, and there we go. Heavy soldiers are coming in, and it looks like it's gonna be a mass of them, so I kind of pressed a little bit on the furry skull because this is ridiculous. So many heavy soldiers coming in, this will be a challenge, definitely. Let's take them out, but of course you can see again, ice towers are doing a perfect job to take them out. So I hope we're still gonna be able to do some more damage, because then we're gonna exceed. We already exceeded. No, we didn't. Exonek did a better score, better time-wise, but now we are one step closer to the first place, and Farmer is the next one in the row. So let's see how we're gonna do that. We're gonna freeze those guys, and this heavy soldier should go down. We can place here some more huntresses, and this means we're gonna have 430 kills after it, and we're currently 36 minutes in battle. But let's see. Okay, so now these grunt-like pirates are coming in, and this shouldn't be too much of a problem. At least I hope. We're gonna freeze them once they reach this spot perfectly. Now all the pirate lasses are shooting at them, on them. Look at this rain of arrows going down. And yeah, this should be the end for this round. Of course, there were not that many in it, so we're having here definitely an advantage with all of our ice towers and all the other leveled up towers. So that was an easy round in comparison to large mass waves. But of course, it's gonna get way more tricky than before. So let's see what's gonna follow afterwards. So now we're gonna get closer to X Stefan, a guy we're always seeing on Discord discussing about the update and other stuff with the developers, and we're gonna exceed his. We already exceeded his score. That's pretty nice. And okay, that's a pretty massive grunt wave, but still nothing compared to the pirate last waves, which are a lot more threatful for us. And now we exceeded already the next score, almost exceeded it. We're gonna exceed it in any second, and then that means we're one step closer to the first place, and I assume 23 more kills, and we already are on the third place, which is already making it a profitable investment in the end of the day. So hopefully we're gonna be able to take them out. And it looks like it. Here you can see this grunt is stuck because both of my towers are shooting at him at the same time, and there we go, next boss wave is gonna come in, so this is gonna last again a little bit longer than before. Alright, 4% health left, and now the hour of truth is in front of our doors, because I don't know how strong the waves are gonna be afterwards. And with this kill we're actually gonna exceed the score of one more player. The name is Jar. Alright, but we're also gonna get here some valuable gears again, and here is an air wave, but it looks like we're just gonna have 2 air troops coming in. And we also have here a fellow clanmate with a score of 448, so he's gonna be the next one we're gonna exceed here. And then we should get closer to Legend, who's currently on the 3rd place. And we only need 20 kills to do so. So here grunts are coming in. We're gonna freeze those ones again right here, and I think we need our hero a little bit more often. And these are just 5 grunts, so this means we will be able to take them out without taking any damage. I love it. So 2 of them are gonna go down in a second, and there we have then just 3 of them left, and our towers, even though they don't have the support of the huntresses, they should be able to take them out. But you can already see they're having massive amount of health, so that's why I'm saying the next waves are really like important. We don't know what's gonna come up there, and if there is a strong wave coming in, they can actually wipe us out in one blow. So it's gonna be quite difficult, and you can see they're pushing actually quite far into our area. This is not looking good. I actually needed some more towers down on this map, but here this weird construction is preventing me of doing so, because you can actually use the space here more effectively. But of course we're getting the support of the huntresses, which is a positive thing on the other hand. Alright, they should die soon, I guess. And here this one is also gonna be taken out. So this looks good, and the next wave is gonna be an air wave, and if that's a massive wave, then we're gonna have a problem. You could see already the other troops had a lot of health, so it might be hard to deal with them. It's gonna be only 2 of them, and you can see here the huntresses. The range is just incredible. You can see they're still hitting them, and the pirate lasses still wouldn't hit them, so that's the advantage of them, and that's why I like them, and that's why I also upgraded them from level 3 to 4, because they're so useful inside of this arena, and I'm sure also in PvP they're gonna be very useful at some point. And this looks like a massive wave. Alright, so this is the wave I've been talking about, but we are only gonna need, I think, 5 kills, at least I hope, otherwise we're gonna have a problem to exceed Legend score. let's see what we're gonna do. So we're gonna freeze this guy right here. This is going to be very difficult because they're still having so much health. We cannot take out any one of them, just one so far. So I don't want to use my furry skull, but it looks like that we're gonna need it. Let's use our hero right here, and this means we need to do damage reduction mostly. Let's group them right here, and I hope we're gonna be able to take out at least that one fast heavy soldier. Hopefully. Okay, we're gonna take 1 damage right here, and we're still having a couple of those guys here to take out. Come on. I don't want to take this damage. Alright, this is not looking good. This is totally not looking good. We need to use here our furry skull. Hopefully we're gonna be able to take that one out, because this guy just has not that much health. Okay, we did. Okay, that's a good thing. So 460. We are 4 kills away from the 3rd place. We're gonna get 2 more kills right here. And now let me think. How are we gonna deal with the next place? Because that's a problem. We're gonna see in a second which score the 2nd place has, and then we hopefully gonna exceed that one. But here we have again these grunt-like troops, and now I think we need to use our hero. Every little bit of damage counts here, and I think, yeah, we're gonna take out at least 2 of them, that's for sure. Like this guy is taking already massive damage, then we're having here some of those guys which are coming forward, but we're gonna take some of the damage of that's for sure. But we can hopefully take out some other guys right here. So let's freeze them, and this will be a challenge. So we have 2 guys over here, and we need 2 more kills to actually make it. So this will be a struggle. Alright, we're gonna take some more damage. Let's freeze this. This guy will take a while as well. This is completely absurd. Oh, this one grunt here right now. No health left in the end, but still did some damage. I think I need to place my snowball a little bit different, because now we're gonna be completely even with Legend, with a level 15 flamethrower user. So this is gonna be quite intense. Oof. 1 more kill and then we're on the 3rd place. So Grunt is gonna go down here, and hopefully we're gonna have a wave with just 5 troops in it, otherwise we're screwed here. Yes. Oh, pirate lasses, are you kidding me? This is not... Okay, let's sell these parts. Oh crap. Oh crap. So what I'm gonna do right here is send them all back. Place there something, and now we have 3 of the pirate lasses coming. 2 walking through, so we need to sell this part right here. Oh god. 1 more kill, and we're on the 3rd place, and we probably are gonna die right now. Okay, that's perfect. I can live with that. We're on the 3rd place right here with a level 10 mortar, level 10 flamethrower. Just made it barely here on the 3rd place. I'm completely happy with this, guys. Couldn't have gone better. And this means we're gonna get a massive amount of sky shards here, 95 of them. At least that's gonna refund half of the furry skull right now, so that's pretty nice. And we're gonna get 1,500, if I'm not wrong, for getting on the 3rd place. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, I'm having exams later on, as I mentioned, like this week, have later on this week, and therefore I gotta study for this. I'm trying to upload some PvP stuff in the next time, because at the moment I'm still searching for strategies. I have one in Thunderdome, which actually works quite well. I survived there 5 minutes. Also, Crabfest works quite well, but in the others, it's still a little bit difficult for me to find the right approach. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the struggle here in the last minutes, where I just succeeded the score of Legend by 1, and this is pretty massive and I love it. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Have a great day. Peace out.